Your task and assignment today is going to be to try to write your name in Desmos using linear equations, just like I have here, where it says Lexi. This is going to be challenging. I'm not going to give you a ton of advice or instruction. I will show you how to write the E and the X in my name, and hopefully that will get you off on the right foot. It's going to be hard, so don't give up. All right, let's see here. So the first thing you're going to want to do is open up a Desmos calculator and go ahead and create a new blank graph and save it with your name. My name graph, Joe Cool. Put your name there. Obviously your name is not Joe Cool. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you how to draw, for instance, the E and the X, okay, in my name. And so this is the midline here. So I'm going to put my E over here to the left of the midline, okay, to the left of the y-axis, and my X to the right. So an E has a horizontal line. So to draw a horizontal line, that's a y equals, and let's put it maybe right up here. Okay. A vertical line would be x equals. Okay, so let's try an x equals. X equals, maybe we'll put it right here. Okay. Now notice these lines continue forever. So how did I get it so that it only showed part of it? Well, you have to add what's called domain restrictions. This red line, I don't want it to go on forever. I want it to stop maybe at here, where x is -2, right, where x is -2, and stop here, where x is -6. So I need to tell the computer that I only want this line to show up between -6 and -2. So here's how you do that. Put a little bracket. It's next to the P on the keyboard. And we want it to start at -6 and end at -2. Close your bracket. So what does that say? It says I want the line y equals 6 to show up only between the x values where x is greater than -6 and x is less than -2. So that's here. Greater than -6, less than -2. Okay. My blue line, where x is -6, I only want that to show up between where y is 6 and maybe where y is 1. So again, your brackets. So I want it to start at 1. And now we're restricting the y values between 1 and 6. Okay. And now I want this line again, but I want it down here. So the easiest way to do that is probably to just copy and paste. Notice it turned green. That's because there is a line on top of the red one. So I don't want it to be where y is 6. I want it to be where y is 1. So I'm going to change this to a 1. And there we go. Now I need the middle of my E. So I'm going to copy that. I don't want it there. I want to move it up to maybe right here. Right, if this is 3, that's 3.5. And there's my E. Okay. Now, if I want to draw my X, an X has a slant. So when you want a slanted line, that's where we need to talk about a growth rate, the M value in y equals mx plus b. Slanted graph, you're going to be playing around with this value that you multiply the x by, and that will change the direction of the line, so the slantiness of it, and b will change the location. It will move the line up and down because this is where the graph intersects the y-axis. So let's take a look. I want my line over here. So I'm going to type in y equals x and see what I get. Okay? that B value is 0. It's like plus 0, right? So I think that's a little too slanted. I want it to be a little straighter. Have to play around with the M values and the B values to get the line where you want it to be. Let's see if 2 makes it way too slanty. And 1 was not slanty enough, so I'm going to go 1.5. That looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. Okay. And let's try this one. Now, if you want a line that is completely opposite this one in terms of slope or slantiness, you want it to go in this direction. You have the same M value, we're just going to make it negative. Watch this, 1.5 x. If I just want it to go the opposite direction, I'm going to make it negative, and my line changes direction. All right, now this is not in the right spot. I need it to be up here. So this, if I start changing the B value, it's going to move this line up and down. So let's say I go plus 1. Oh, right, the y-intercept, the B value, is now at 1. Let's make it 2, 3, 4. Right now it's way up here. Okay. I think I want it to be about 6. That's pretty close. I think I'm pretty happy with that. Okay. Now I need to add in my domain restrictions. I don't want these lines to go forever. So the purple one, I want it to start maybe right here at, oh, let's see, 0.5 and end at 6. Okay. There we go. That's better. And end at 6. Whoa, no, I don't want it to end at 6. I want it to end at 4. So you just have to kind of play around until you get it where you want it to be. And then this guy, I think I want the same domain restrictions. Okay, that doesn't look too good. So you have to just kind of play around until you get it where you want it. So I don't want it to end at 4. Maybe I want it to end right there at 3.5. Okay, that looks pretty good, but it still looks a little too small. So you have to just continue to play around until you get it where you want it. I'm going to make this go up a little higher. That looks perfect. Okay, so it's going to take some time. Don't get frustrated. Just keep working at it, and good luck. I did forget to tell you where to put it when you're done, or what to do with it when you're done. So make sure you click save. Okay. Then over on the right hand corner, there's this little share graph button. Go ahead and click that. And I would like you to email it to me. So we're going to click email. And my email address is atamany@ogus.org. All right. And then go ahead and click send.